Oh.
Yes, sir. We are black. We are black. We are black. Welcome to Rebels Roundtable. I'm Rebel with a cause.
Brother Kenwater Akil.
And this is Rebels Roundtable.
Oh, yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Rebel Vision Television, Rebels Roundtable.
Yes, sir. Look us all up. We're going to be everywhere soon. Check out Think Champs. Check out the Real Sisters Code. And we working hard on the Elders Squares or the Elders Circles or the Elders Council. It's going to be one of them.
Word.
Black motherfucking power. What's good, family?
It's good. Black power, brother, man. Everything good in the hood, man. Everything is good, man.
Yeah.
Everything is blacknificent, baby.
Blacknificent.
Yeah, you already know, man. Yeah, man. August gonna be a busy month, man.
Oh yeah, August is ours.
Oh yeah.
August is ours now. The new Black History Month.
Man, we got a few things jumping out for August. Man, let me name everything we got. So August 13th, we got the third annual Pan-African Caravan. You know what I'm saying? Get at me, you know what I'm saying? 470-798-8527 for all the information. You can look on Facebook, you will see the flyer and all that. Then, now check this out, a week after that, August 17th, 18th, and 19th, you know, we got the B1 movie premiere. You know what I mean? They go premiere it at the Black Wall Street with the director, Rick Matthews, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
August the 19th, earlier that day, we gonna celebrate Marcus Garvey Day, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be at the Shrine of the Black Madonna. So yeah, we're gonna be getting down. And so, you know, also, you know, we gotta get Kalanji back next month, you know what I mean? So we could, you know, kick the meaning of Black August and what it's really about again, man. Shout out to the brother Kalanji, man.
For real.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, I'm with that 100%.
Oh, yeah. The man been busy. He been moving around, man. He been moving around.
I think I got that right. Yeah. Shit, say it again.
Yeah, man.
We don't hear things like this too often. Say the whole list again.
Okay, August 13th, we got our third annual Pan-African Caravan presented by the Black Circle and the UNIA Atlantic Division 421, third annual, y'all. So yeah, this year we probably throw a barbecue across the street at the park. You know what I mean? Talking about getting down like that. You know,
sir.
August the 17th, 18th, and 19th. Brother Rick Matthews is going to be debuting his movie premiere, B1. You have Boyce Watkins. You have Riza Islam, Dr. Clark Anderson, who was Vicky Dillard. The motivation, Les Brown, right? Les Brown. And it's just that's just a few I named that this event is going to be at the Black Wall Street, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah, 17th, 18th, and 19th. Yeah, so yeah, they gonna have a RBG ball party, you know what I mean? The Avengers gonna be performed that Thursday night, you know what I mean? That Thursday night, the Avengers gonna be in a building, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the brothers, Peace and Black Power, you know what I mean? Kicking that real conscious hip-hop, real hip-hop. You don't even have to be conscious. That real hip-hop, period, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo, check it out. August the 19th, of course, we're going to celebrate the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey, you know what I mean? Straight up. So, hey man, let's go be at the Shrine of the Black Madonna from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. So yeah.
So August is filled with the new black.
Right, right.
The
Right.
new black.
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna be on this.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully, because we got to get it where it's popping in every state.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So salute to everybody who throw events. You know what I mean? Keep doing them because they coming to get all our events now.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, man.
So there's another level we got to get to. Who's throwing the events? So I got a plan working, but we need more than me.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because if we do it right, we could go to any state and throw an event.
Right. Right.
We don't got to create nothing new. Just big up all our fallen, the God bodies that fell before us. Right. All we can do is big up their days. We can make our whole new world. If y'all want. Or y'all could just have Juneteenth. You don't want just Juneteenth.
They did goddamn where they start. To me, man, they in the stove goddamn Juneteenth, man.
Yeah.
Trademark, capitalizing off of it and everything, man.
Oh. They gave it to us just so they can make $1 trillion.
Word up. For real. You know that's right.
Because look, on the low, a lot of white people by default feel a little awkward on Juneteenth, so they be buying shit.
Yeah.
So they'll buy the little Juneteenth jelly beans, or there's some money there, man.
Yeah. Hey, it looked like they was having fun this past Juneteenth out in the park, then.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
What the hell is they celebrating, man?
I've never seen white people at real black events. I'm sorry. I know this is the South, but in New York, we all know the real level, so you ain't gonna really see that.
Right.
And if they do come in, there's always some kind of resistance. You know what I mean?
It's always something.
So I don't know, man. But yo, welcome to Rebels Roundtable. Like, share, subscribe. We got shows on this channel, such as Think Champs with Ross Isis, myself, Rebels Roundtable, and the Real Sisters Code. Come join the squad.
Come on through, man.
And here we go.
We got the brother Rick on.
Got the brother, he's in the building.
He's in the house. Brother Rick, what's going on, man?
Salute.
Can't hear you.
You muted.
Yeah, you muted.
Here we go.
There we go. What's good, fam?
What's good, Rick, man? Good
How
How y'all doing, man? It's all about this B1, baby. Black first.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah,
Sir.
man. You know Rebel, man. Hey,
Yeah,
now
what's
Rebel
up,
was the
Rebel?
brother. Hey, look, hey, Rick. Rebel was the brother with the hockey mask. You had
Yeah,
on there.
definitely, man.
Yeah. Salute.
Hey, we got you in the film, boy. That's right.
Yeah.
B1, baby.
That's what's up, baby. It's B1 forever.
Man, it's all about this B1, baby. Black first.
Sir.
Oh, yeah. Word up, man.
So let's get right into it.
What's up, Rebel?
Hey, look, hey, Rick. Rebel was the brother with the hockey mask.
Well, we here in the feedback. Hold on.
Yeah, salute.
We got you in the film, boy. That's right.
Yeah.
B1, baby.
That's what's up, baby. It's B1 forever. I got something playing in the back.
Baby, Black first.
Sir.
Oh,
That was me?
yeah.
Somebody reverb. I don't know. It could have been me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're good now.
Yeah, we good now. We good in the hood.
That's good. But yeah, salute for that, man. Much respect, man. Thanks for
No
throwing me.
doubt.
Yeah. Rick had sent me the little thumbnail and stuff. All right, Rick, you was out there, man. That was us with the RBG flags, man. But of
Yeah,
course,
You
I
know, I
said
be
no.
everywhere, man.
Yeah, Rick be everywhere, man.
Yeah, I'm where the people are.
That's
It's
right.
all
That's
about
right.
it's all about B1 though.
Right.
Much respect, brother. Tell us about the project.
All right, no doubt, man. So I collaborated with Dr. Boyce Watkins on this project, man. He hit me up. He was like, Rick, I want to do this documentary, man, and I want you to do a joint venture with me. So I was like, okay, what's the documentary? Because, you know, I have to check the temperature to see if it's something that, you know, aligns with where I am right now. So he was like, you know, I've been pumping B1 for a few years now, man. I want you to do the documentary. And I was like, word, B1? It'd be an honor to do that, doc. You know what I mean? To do that documentary. So, man, you know, we kind of put a call out. And as Kimwado said, man, we got everybody from Dr. Claude Anderson to who else we got in the joint? To Vicky Dillard, to Rizza Islam, to who else in that mud? To Blue Pill. Shit, we got a lot of people. Raheem Shabazz. I mean, we got an all-star cast. Like this, the who's who, the people that's been putting in the work.
Then Raheem.
One to be about the people that's been putting in the work. You feel me? So what we did, man. So I wrote the script in a way where I really wanted to touch on the areas that we as Black people really need to have conversation around and really, really, you know, need to adjust. So we started the film with this question right here, right? What is it going to take for Black people to get on code and put Black people first?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just think about that. Yeah, answer that for me, Rebel. What is it going to take for Black people to get on code and put Black people first, man? We don't put everybody else first, doc. We done built this nation. We done nursed their children. It's time for us to put us first, man. What is it going to take?
Hey, man, this is a little thought that popped up in my head. The first thing we got to do is learn how to agree to disagree with each other, man. So
not even that. The real answer is sacrifice. Because we have become Europeans, Negro-peans. We have assembled into America so much that plight is gone out of most Blacks. Like whatever they are in America, that's the level. They kind of don't want more than that. They want more than that as in monetary, but they don't want more than that as in culture and to build against what's feeding them. So to me, it's sacrifice. Like you can't go to Disney World no more.
Right.
You got to make the Black Disney World.
Mm-hmm. So that's what you think is going to take, sacrifice. That's a good answer. So that's the first question that we ask in the film, right? And then the film starts with the definition of what it means to be on code. It starts with that. So right there, boom. If anybody wondering what we're talking about, we're going to start with that. Boom. Put that right up front, right? And then and the film is produced in episodes too. So it's 5 episodes, right?
Nice.
And each episode, you can watch an episode and you can get the fullness of what we're talking about in that episode. Each episode ranges from 10 to 24 minutes.
Nice.
In episode 2, that question is, what role does media play when it comes to putting Black people first? And we touch on music, we touch on film, we touch on social media. Those are the 3 areas right there that I feel really got our people in the chokehold. You feel me? When you look at the music, right? Dr. George Frazier, who's also in the film, asked this question right here, made this statement. He said he was asked, what happened to Black people? And so when he was asked that question, he was like, okay, I'm gonna answer this question with honesty, but after I answer this question, I don't want y'all to be mad at me. I still want y'all to love me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm getting ready to drop a truth bomb on it.
Exactly.
And he said, we changed when our music changed.
Yep.
When we start calling ourselves niggas, bitches, and hoes, we change. When the music changed, we changed. In the 60s, James Brown was singing, "Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud."
Yeah.
Mothers had afros walking in the street. The
Yeah.
60s and 70s, you know what I'm saying? Feeling good about themselves.
Yeah.
In the 80s, what happened? Mid-80s, you had Luther Campbell came in, made it cool for our women to show their ass, you know what I'm saying, in videos. You had Too Short came in, and I like Too Short, man. I'm a fan of Too Short, so I'm guilty too.
Yeah.
Start calling our women bitches. Made that cool. And then you had NWA came in right around 89, and what happened? It was all about niggas, niggas for life. You know what I'm saying? Niggas with attitudes. That's who NWA was, niggas with attitude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's when the people changed, when our music changed. So that's episode 2. So we touch on the music. We touch on the imagery in the film. You know what I mean? We touch on social media, how everybody's showing off on social media. It's about showing off. You know what I'm saying? Neely Fuller said, we love to show off. He got this thing called show-offisms that he talked about in the film. You know what I mean? Where Jade talked about Neely Fuller. And so that was an element that was brought to the film where I was like, damn, I like that. So we got some special moments right there in that. Right? That's gonna hit you right here. You know what I'm saying? This film hit you in the gut. It's a gut check. Right. You know what I'm saying? The ancestors were dealing with me when I created this band. It was dealing with me. So that's episode 2. So when episode 3, right? Episode 3 say, why do other races feel threatened when Black people simply talk about putting Black people first? Why do you think that is, Kenwado?
Why do other races feel threatened when we talk about
putting Black people first?
I got 2 answers for this.
I think part of the reason is why, because if we put ourselves first, they can't use us no more. They can't make benefit from us no more. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's what I think, man.
Okay.
One is genetic annihilation. They know if we get on top, by default, they're gonna die out. And second is my third, what Kenwado said, they can't use us no more. But my second one is, they know they all owe us.
Right.
So if we ever get to the point where we stand up, way more than reparations are gonna be paid. And I don't mean no war scenario. I'm just meaning the day-to-day praise. God gotta be Black once we stand up. Because we're gonna bring the real science, the real history, right? So God automatically gonna be Black. They're gonna have to pray to a Black God, blah, blah, blah. So it's a lot of things they don't want to see happen.
That's real, that's real. So in that particular episode right there, right, we touch on having a Black Constitution.
Right.
Because when you look at the Constitution, Dr. Claude Anderson says that the Constitution was affirmative action for white folks.
Yep.
The first 12 amendments, he said, all that is for white folks. So they didn't talk about Black people until Amendment 13, 14, 15. You see what I'm saying? So that's one of the things we talk about in chapter 3. And then I think one of the coldest parts of the movie is in episode 3 too, is when we touch on the Constitution, man, and we talk about the 29 signers of the Constitution. I want you to think about something for a minute, right? It was 29 signers that signed the Constitution. And when they signed the Constitution, they said, this is for our posterity. Go read the Constitution and you'll see it. But what does the term posterity mean? Posterity means descendants.
Yeah.
And how many of those 29 signers was Black? How many of those 29 signers was black?
Was it one?
It wasn't none of them.
Nah.
No.
None of them were black. So if this is, we signing this constitution for our posterity, right? Then they saying this for our descendants. We doing this for our folks. You know what I'm saying? We doing this for our homies. This ain't got nothing to do with, we doing this for our blood, our family. Which by all means, at the end of the day, you gotta look out for self. That's why we saying B1. That's why we saying black first. Like Marcus Garvey said, race first.
Right.
We saying black first.
Black first.
Which is the same thing, right?
Right.
But in that episode, we talk about how the Constitution is nothing but a trust that they set up for their descendants.
Mm.
And so we break that whole thing down. So when you see it, you're gonna be like, God damn, that shit hard.
Yes, sir.
That shit hard.
Ah,
You know what I'm saying? So
How long
that's
did-
episode 3 right there, right? So in
Yeah.
episode 4, we asked this question here. Is it racist for black people to put black people first?
well, they tricked black people into thinking that, because we've been saying that for years. Blacks are scared. That's what I meant by sacrifice. You might have to go against your boss, what you do leisurely, for us to build the African town in every city, like Chinatown and, you know, where the Italians be or whatever.
Yeah.
We would have to go against certain essences to create that, and they scared to do that. There's racism.
Got it. Yeah. What you got for black people to put black people first?
Say that again, Rick.
Say that again?
Is it racist for black people to put black people first?
Nah.
No. Because every race does it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're not even making up nothing. We could just tell the world, look, we doing what the Chinese people doing. Look, we doing what the Jews doing. We doing what the Italians doing. We gonna do what the Europeans doing. Straight level like that. And no one can be mad at us for that.
And if they is, fuck them.
Right. Right. For real.
Cause shit, we gotta look out for us, man. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? I have mentioned this on one of the episodes, previously mentioned this, like in every major city, you got a Chinatown, Italians had a town, you got a Korea town, you got Little Mexico, Little Italy.
Yeah, don't forget about Mio and them.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, we don't have nothing really.
Exactly, man.
You don't have no little Africa. And then
Exactly.
what make that so bad is some black people that's a shame to say that that our ancestors are from Africa.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Some of us ashamed of our own skin that we in.
Yeah.
That's what we call them, Negropeans.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man.
They have turned.
Mm-hmm.
Some
So this
people,
movie,
like, if I wave my red, black, and green flag, some other black person will be offended by that shit, man. It's crazy. It's like a mind game. It's mind-boggling to me. How can you not think race first? How can you not have that mentality? How can you hate your brother and your sister?
social control, social planning, and social indoctrination. The white man not leaving on none of this to choice, or he's creating the zone pattern. So if you even watch TV, you see the white man's version of black, right?
Yeah.
So it can't be good. So if you just watch TV, you're picking up the white man's version of black. So he don't like it, and neither will you.
Exactly. So yeah, but at the end of the day, man, we can't be angry about it. We just got to get on code and take action. You know what I'm saying? When in the opening of the film, you saw this, Kenwado. It said even the KKK on code, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
When George Zimmerman and what's the little young boy that shot the people in the car? Huh?
Rittenhouse,
Yeah, Rittenhouse, Rosenhouse. When Zimmerman and Rosenhouse shot those, Zimmerman killed Trayvon Martin. Rosenhouse, I don't know if he killed somebody in that crowd, but I know he hit several people, right?
Yeah.
But what happened? White folks got on code and they put up money, you know what I'm saying, to ensure that they had good attorneys to get them off. And what happened? They got off. They walking around free today, man.
Yeah.
And we know that's some bullshit they did, right?
Right.
So we got to do the same thing. We got to get on code. You know what I'm saying? We get on code, boom, when some shit happen, we like bees and we attack. You know what I mean? Because we all on code.
Right.
That's the one thing they fear. They fear Black unity, man. And that's what we talk about in the film. They fear Black unity.
Yeah.
Hoover said it back in the day when he was president. And we talk about that in the film. Constance talk about that. Constance Carter. So that's at the end of the day, that's what it's about, man. And then the last episode 5, you know, simply just kind of sums everything up with the question, what is it going to take for us to put our children first, our health first, and our relationships first? You know what I'm saying? Because those are the 3 things right there that we got to really focus on. The children, our health, and our relationships.
Well, we letting the kids go into the world. Our health is at its all-time worst. And our relationships look like we don't like each other a lot. So, like I said, it's sacrifice. Look what you just said. Trayvon got killed. Sleep, my G. And the white people put up money. That's sacrifice. Since we all in the capitalistic mathematical equation of America, you're a capitalist by default. So, but look what happens when they find their trouble. They go right into their pocket. I think we're gonna have a lot of problems getting Blacks to come out their pocket if we don't get on code. But the money would definitely be top 5 in that coding, as in how could we protect anybody? It would have to be with the economics most of the time. So that definitely has to be somewhere in the coding that we got to give up this money for whatever righteous cause is on stage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So that's what it is. You know, relationships is a lifeline, man, of family and of business. If your relationship's not healthy, whether you're doing business or whether you just doing business with the family, meaning, you know, loving each other and function as a family. You know what I'm saying? That gotta be first. You know, and then your health, man. If you don't have your health, what you got?
Nothing.
You got shit.
Nothing.
Nothing matters if you don't got your health.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Queen of Four, who's also in the film, she go in on that part.
Yeah.
And Mama Peel. We got Mama Peel in the film too.
Okay.
Mama Peel shared a story on how she first met Dr. Sabi.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful story, man. You know, her and Dr. Sabi used to kick it.
Yes, sir.
You tell the story when she first met Dr. Sabi, man. So that, you know, that's a powerful story that you definitely don't want to miss. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's some jewels in there, man, that really shed light on solutions and what we need to do as Black people, man, people of color, you know what I'm saying, to get on code and to put us first. Because it's a solution-based film. We ain't just preaching to our people. You know what I'm saying? We bringing out the things that we do excellent, you know what I mean? But then we also having conversations about the things that we need to work better on and where we've come from, you know what I mean, as a people. Because truth be told, man, we really don't supposed to be here, dog. If you look at what we've been through the past 400 years.
Right.
But we still here, goddammit.
Yeah, we
You know
ain't
what I'm
going nowhere.
And standing tall and on their ass, on their heels. So much so, man, they got to keep changing the rules of the game.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So we're resilient people, man.
Well, he'll never be able to kill us off. We will live longer than he will.
Well, first of all,
he's a suicide bomber that we're going to try and take it with him.
First of all, they can't live without us existing, you know.
Okay, so if we all be one, what's going to happen? The parasite going to jump off, or is it going to
the parasite go die?
It might start biting more. Look, the white man.
I think that's what you're saying now, though, Rebel. You know what I'm saying? Because they looking real desperate out here, bro.
Right, right.
They looking real desperate.
Yeah, they not looking as good. They got enemies everywhere too.
Right.
And on top of that, they fighting against themselves, man. When the last time you seen them fight against themselves like they doing now?
Right.
Few times in history, but we not in our last few generations. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They got problems. Well, they see the end. The marriage, the birth rate is so low. That's why they stealing our melanin now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of things going on the low. He blocking the sun. I know y'all see that.
Mm-hmm.
Them chemtrails got the sun looking furry, and you just making it look European, like in Europe, it's raining every day. So he trying to terraform the earth because he know what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Do we even want more? Look, when you said we're not supposed to be here, some might argue we supposed to have been went back to Africa.
Mm.
Look how much economic levels we got in America as Black people, although we scattered across. If we went to Africa, what will happen? We can build Africa crazy, but we don't even think that. We love.
We got people going. I was just in Nigeria in November, so we got people that are over there doing some things. I know some couple of folks, man, from right here from Atlanta that's in Nigeria, that's in Ghana. You know what I'm saying? I got people, one of the Morehouse professors, you know, they got a tribe down in South Africa. You know what I mean? So, you know, we're branching out, you know, slowly but surely. But the thing is, you know, we just gotta learn to love each other, man, and stop having these petty differences. You know what I'm saying? Marcus Garvey say we are people that are cursed by petty differences.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you can think of several petty situations where you don't have fallout with somebody, or somebody say, well, shit, I ain't gonna talk to so-and-so no more because he looked at me wrong. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, bro, we need everybody.
Yeah, and that goes back to what I said at the top of the show. We gotta learn we don't know how to agree to disagree with each other, man, without it being some kind of major fallout, man. That's one of the biggest problems I see, man. Like you say, we need us all, man. I'm not gonna agree with everything you say or do, Rick.
Yeah.
I know you my brother. I'm not gonna have no fallout with you, know what I mean? Come on, man. We gotta stop that bullshit, man.
You know, Black people have learned to be enemies with the truth. These fallouts come from truth being told. Most of the time. It's petty differences, no doubt. But somebody is always not accepting the truth, though. So I think we got to get back to writing exact all truth, because you can't love Black people unless you love yourself, right? Right. Okay, but if the Caucasian is feeding you, you're learning his patterns every day from work. It's kind of like these Blacks don't separate themselves from the system like we always did. We always was at work. We always was in the mix. I'm from New York, so the mix was the real gumbo. But we used to know how to separate the level. We kind of did our race first thing on a low level, you know what I mean? But it was still there. Look at Bill Cosby, right? The Cosby Show. He was a doctor, she was a lawyer, blah, blah, blah. They lived in the ill shit. But every other episode, what'd he do? He bring Africa into the equation and make sure they love their blackness. That's what we was kind of given secondary to watching. So we were B1 before, and we kind of lost it. Even though we ain't show the world the true level, we was it on the block. We was it in our communities, that B1, it was there. We just didn't tell the world yet, and now we don't have it. So let me ask you a question, Rick.
All right.
What are some of the things we can do to get it back? If you're a youngin', if you're somebody young watching this, what do you tell the youngins? Because they in school, they all on social media, they getting the leisure lifestyle pushed to them crazy. How do you drop all of that distraction to come back basically to the basics? That's how they gonna look at it. What do you tell them they must do to become B1 within today's mathematics?
Yeah, no doubt. So good question. So I always say eat the elephant one bite at a time, right? You know what I'm saying? So if you got all of these situations going on and you want to attack it, right? Eat the elephant one bite at a time. So let's look at social media. So in the film, we had a couple of people that talked about social media fast. You know what I'm saying? When last time you went on a social media fast?
Be on social media.
And what are the things that you do during the social media fast? So one person, China Bethany, said that what she did is she went on a social media fast for 45 days. And for 45 days, she couldn't scroll on social media. Now, her business and her livelihood is tied to social media. So she had to go on social media, but she could only go on social media to post.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But she couldn't go scrolling on social media. She can go post about her business, and then she had to get out. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things I challenge people to do, whether it's not scrolling, whether it's putting a time on your phone, where once you hit the 1 hour mark for social media for that day, no more social media. You know what I'm saying? On the iPhone, you can do that. Yeah. It's gonna let you know how long you've been on such and such app, and whatever. If it's an hour, if it's 2 hours, if it's 3 hours, you know what I'm saying? Spend an hour on social media, spend an hour reading a book, spend an hour working on your business. You know what I'm saying? Or just sitting still, meditating.
Right.
Listening to them inner thoughts, going out to nature. That's what I do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I go out to nature and listen to the trees talk and the birds talk and listen to them spirits.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because those are the most pure, those are the purest spirits that haven't been tampered with by, you know what I'm saying, the people that's in control right now. Because they done damn near tampered with every goddamn thing you can think of. You know what I'm saying? So when you go in nature, nature is still pure. You know what I'm saying? Nature is still in order. When you look at the ants still working together as a tribe.
Yeah.
Colony. You know what I'm saying? You look at the bees still working together as a tribe and as a colony to make sure that queen is taken care of.
So you said all of them still understand Ma'at.
Yeah. So that's what we talk about in the film. So that's what they can do. It's not the big things. If we do the small things, the big thing gonna take care of itself.
Yes, sir.
Let's focus on the small thing. Then the big thing gonna take care of itself.
Well, we got Black Power banging in the building.
You down there?
Brother
The deal,
John,
King.
What's up? What's
peace to the
good?
God.
Good.
To the
Good,
God.
brother, man.
I
I'm
know you've been
feeling it. I'm
listening.
feeling the convo.
If you got any questions for Rick?
No, I'm listening. I just interjected just on the mod, just like how he said, take care of the small things. And that's real, the small things. One of the small things that we could take care of is just conquering the food we put in our stomach. That's a major thing, but it's really small. We just don't utilize the land that we have set forth to do that. And everything he's saying on point. I'm feeling it.
No question.
Appreciate it.
So let's
You know,
get a little.
One thing I was gonna say, man, at a certain point, if we could play the 4-minute trailer, you know, that would be dope, man, and let the people see, you know what I'm saying, the quality of this film. Cause that's one thing I'm really proud about, you know what I'm saying, how the film came out this time. I mean, you know, the quality of it, the people, you know what I'm saying, and really just the sound bites, man. It's, you know,
Yeah.
I don't do this film in sound bites, man. So it's sound bite after sound bite that just hit you. Bam, bam, bam. You like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? It's just a brigade of sound bites.
Yeah, just by looking at the trailer, I know it's gonna be good, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you got the trailer, Kimwado or Rebel?
Hold on. I got a couple questions.
yeah, I'm gonna send it to Rebel.
Okay.
Looking for
Brother
it
Rick,
right now.
I had a couple questions for you though.
No doubt.
If I share the screen, you'll be able to play it.
Yeah, you'll play it. Yeah. Just make sure you optimize the audio because it'll ask you right there. Click that bottom, things in the bottom left corner. Optimize audio. I think you can do both of them, audio and video.
Yeah.
But yeah, remember while you working on the video, Brother Rick, the phrase B1, what's the origins of B1?
So it really came from, so boys started using it from Jason Black. Jason Black was one of the first people that started using B1.
Yeah.
And you know, we shot him out in the film as well. So you know what I'm saying?
Well, second question. I've when you talk about social media, I've come across some people that profess the B1 mantra. And my question to you is, would you consider B1 considered to be a Pan-African movement, or is it more of an African-American movement?
Well, you know, when I think about B1, right, I first think about our narrative here in America as Black people. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know, so no other race on the planet has endured and survived what we have over the past 400 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I can only speak from my narrative and from what my ancestors has gone through and pay homage to them and stand on their shoulders and say, look, I owe you for the sacrifices you made. You see what I'm saying? So that's what B1 is for me. In this film, my mom made her transition in the middle of the production of this film. I pay homage to her in this film, and I tell her, I'm putting Black first for you, Mom, for the sacrifices you made. You know what I'm saying? So I deal with what I know as truth. You know what I'm saying? I know my mom was here. I know my grandmother was here. Like Killer Mike say, my mama dead, my grandmama dead. You know what I'm saying? And that's motherless. Both of them gone. I started a foundation to keep my mom's name alive. And her foundation is one of the sponsors of this 4-day weekend. So that's Black first for me. You know what I'm saying? The people that I know. Let's deal with them first. You know what I mean?
Understand.
Mm-hmm.
I got you. Yeah, those my two questions, was just B1 and yeah, if it was considered Pan-African.
Mm-hmm.
I came across the B1, but Black is always going to be connected to African. African is a worldwide family, and we are just as much African in what everything we do as they are anywhere on the continent of the motherland. We can't say that their expression of what African is greater than our expression of what African is. You know what I mean? So yes, or the fight is continuous and it's the same. And
Yeah,
that's
it
what
is.
Pan-African is, to understand that we understand we got a global fight, not just a singular fight of who we are.
It is. I totally agree with that. And what I'm saying is, let's have a starting point and start with your loved ones first. And then I've been to Ghana. You know what I'm saying? Got
Booker
land
T.
that I purchased in Ghana. You know what I'm saying? So I'm connecting with them too, but we got to have a starting point.
Yeah.
Yeah, Booker T. Washington said, "Cast down your buckets where you are."
Yeah.
So yeah, we know we cast them down here for sure, brother, where we stand. Because if we don't, it's not a global fight. 100. I'm with you.
No doubt.
Let's go to the trailer real quick.
Then you got it muted. Yeah, you should be hearing some typing in that part. Yeah, turn the volume up. There you go. I think that should be it.
Back. Wake your ass
No, Rebel, you did the share screen thing. Rebel, you on mute.
Yeah. Can you see it?
We see it, but we don't hear the audio. Close it out.
For years, Black people have been taught to put
All right,
other
hold on,
races
wait.
first.
We hear it now, but it's like a background.
Yeah, we
But
don't
how
hear
would our
we don't hear the
community
music
We
because it's gonna be
establish a
music
code of
playing.
conduct.
All right, pause it, close it out, Brother Rebel. You on your computer?
Yeah.
All right, and we on Zoom, right?
Yeah, we're on
We on
Zoom.
Zoom.
Yeah, stop sharing, Brother Rebel. Stop sharing. I'm gonna help you out. Try to.
All right, we stop sharing.
Because you gotta redo it, but it's a small box that says share audio.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure that's clicked before you hit share. So do share screen again. Should be at the bottom, ain't it?
Yeah, it's at the bottom. It's in the bottom left corner.
Yeah, we got it.
The screen with the arrow, the share screen.
Share sound.
All right, you got share screen. Okay. You share computer audio. What the hell? Gotta give a password.
If you give me permission to share, I can share it.
Right.
Hold on. Yeah, let me pull it up. You give me permission to share it, I can share it.
Password, get that audio.
That sounds like that might be it right there. Hold on. That might be it. Yeah, that's it. You got it. You can make it full screen. You figure it out. For years, Black people have been taught to put other races first. But how would our community look when we establish a code of conduct that puts Black people first?
Your family is your natural economic gang, and everybody should be affiliated. There should be a code of conduct. Everybody has to be on the same page. If you cannot get everybody on the same code, then you cannot win.
All races have an unspoken code of conduct. from Chinese to Japanese to Mexican to European. Even the KKK has a code of conduct that they operate under.
They raise money for Kyle Rittenhouse. They raise money for George Zimmerman. They stuck to their code to ensure that, hey, I got you. If we're following the rules of the system, we're already off code. The system was never designed nor set up for us to be successful.
What is it going to take for Black people to establish a code of conduct that puts Black people first?
No Chinese person, no Latino, no Arab, no Jew, no white man has ever had to be asked such a question.
The first thing that we have to have is a code, and that code has to be a patronymic code because we are Black. And if we look at the Constitution, that is a patronymic code that we can follow but not actually use because that's someone else's code of conduct and code of building wealth and prosperity that is able to be passed through an heirship for generations and for perpetuity.
But 99% of all the Blacks in the country, whether they got an education from college or not, they don't know what the Constitution is all about. The Constitution was the first affirmative action plan in the United States, and it was written strictly and solely for white folk. That's why in the Constitution, 1 up to 12 is for white people. In those 12 amendments, you'll hear him talking about, he'll be talking about things like using very broad and ambiguous terms so that Black folk can never figure out what the Constitution was about.
But what if we established a Black Constitution that puts Black people first and is built on the principles of love, respect, and unity?
If Black people put Black people first, then we will take the planet back. That's the fact.
We have already survived the Middle Passage. We have survived the crack epidemic. We have survived mass incarceration. We have survived all type of experiments. And here we are still standing. Being Black is being resilient. That is the code. It's embedded in our DNA.
Like that's the blood that's in your veins. When you know that, and you know Mansa Musa was the richest person ever. When you understand that and you understand where you come from and you understand that anything is possible, you will understand that abundance is your birthright, right? Stop resisting you're resisting your greatness. Stop resisting your greatness. You're great. And once you understand that and you understand your greatness, right? I am greatness on display.
Black is beautiful. Yes, it is. Black is beautiful. Black is beautiful. Yes, it is. Black is beautiful.
So yeah, so that's the trailer for B1, man. So that's what we're coming with, man. I'm proud of what we put together, man. And you know, I really want the people to receive it and really apply it, because the thing is, not only do we have a film, we put together a curriculum that mirrors the film. So this curriculum, and it's called CURE, C-R-U, C-R-E, curriculum, C-R-E, like this is the cure, because we feel like this is one of the cures. It's not the only cure, you know what I'm saying? But it is a cure for the ills of the Black community, you know what I mean? So, definitely. Thank you, muted, Rebel.
Yeah, video was fire though. I don't know if everybody else saw it, but I that's my second time seeing it. Definitely looking forward to the official release, but video was fire, my brother.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Right.
Yeah, I saw the video as well, man. Good work. You know, me and my partner, Paul Muhammad, we working on some behind the scenes too, for us, like where we come from back home. I ain't gonna give up the juice because we ain't got the everything copywritten for us the script, but yeah, man, beautiful, man. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, bro.
A lot of people don't know it takes a lot to do it. We even bought, me and my boy, we even bought now I keep forgetting his name, New York Knicks guy, the film director. What's his name?
Spike Lee.
Yeah, Spike Lee. I actually bought his course
Mhm.
on mastery. I bought his course on mastery. Lot of good notes, stuff like that. And a lot of people don't know, man, he did that stuff, man, low budget, man. He became famous doing low budget films. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
you know,
first
it's
film
just a
he
lot
put
of
on the credit card.
yeah, on the credit card. Yep.
First film he put on the credit card. So
low budget.
Hey, did y'all
man.
see the video that the young brothers and sisters in Africa did of the remake of like a different video, like Z or something like that?
no, I hadn't seen that.
Man, y'all gotta tap in. Y'all gotta see it. I'm talking about they used a van, a barrel. They used sticks, tape and it was beautiful, bro.
Yeah, our brothers and
I seen it
sisters
on
over in
Facebook.
Africa, man, they very creative and they work with, very few resources. But the thing about us, man, whatever you give us, man, we gonna create greatness with it, bro.
That's true.
I don't care what it is. And it's gonna be mind-blowing.
So looking at your creation and just, man, the money could go a lot farther if we start spreading it around the world. Like you are the Spike Lee, you feel me? Like I see it.
No doubt, I receive that.
Great film, bro. I was talking to Brother Ken and Knowledge last night, and I actually was talking about like defining the word code, because we say stay on code and walk with me, talk with me. Now, a telling thing that you had in there that was spot on. He said the Klan even have code.
They
now,
do.
This is why I think that we have to really shift our mind. Just hear me out, because if we say I feel like what makes this such a daunting task is that if we say no interracial dating, that's going to be a problem. But see, when we bring that to the Klan knows that is ingrained in their family, and I think we have to like move the needle beyond like and always kind of trying to convince people, because that's what I was saying in the thing last night, that I think we should get to the point where we're talking to the people about the code, because I want to see us move it further to where we're saying, how should we protect our women? We did a show a couple of weeks ago, and there's all this kind of like ambiguity of, with the situation in Chicago of, was the sister wrong? Was the brother? The code got to be understood that if you put your hands on our people, consequences will happen. But I love it, and what's really inspiring that you said with me is that you did it for your mom. And I lost my mom in 2023, and 2020. I'm sorry, it's been 3 years, 2020, and when you really spoke on that Killer Mike song, that song right there hit home.
Man,
so
concert last week, bro. He did that song on stage, bro. He he couldn't even do the song, man. He was in tears, man. So if you ain't never lost a parent, and especially a mom, you don't get but one of them, bro.
Yeah, and people speak so matter of factly on death and things like that. But I always say it like this, brother Rick, that it's predicated on your closeness with your mom. My mom was like my biggest support. That was my camera woman. That was my best friend. So a person that just has a mother that lost them, but they wasn't connected to them like that, they're not gonna feel that pain. And like you said, he had a bar in that song, bro, where he say, like a hole in my heart, and I want to call the Lord, but I don't know where to start. And that part right there, the whole that gaping hole that will never be fulfilled. I don't care who come in your life and who leaves it. But it's very inspiring to hear that you took that, and that's why it's gonna be successful because of the driving force that you put behind it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro.
Have you ever I know you have. It's a question. I'm gonna just ask it anyway. Have you ever been to a film festival?
Oh, film festival?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
you
Not with this film, but with Black Friday, we did several
okay
film festivals, yeah. But not with this one. I wanted to take this one to the people first.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, because we already got to be one tribe. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Let's take it to my people. This really about us, man. This really for us. You know what I'm saying? Fuck everybody else. The film festivals and whoever, if they want to get into it, they rock them too. But this really for us, man, for the B1 community. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This stuff that we need to talk about, that we need to address, and we need to get on code with, man. It don't take but a few of us. Everybody ain't gonna get on code with it. We understand that.
Right.
We accept that.
Exactly.
Hey, this for us, man. This for us. You know what I'm saying? My mom was right here on my left shoulder, man. Her spirit through the entire editing of this film. You know what I'm saying? Put this here, put that there. So her essence, her energy is in this. When you watch this film, there's a feeling. There's an energy that's on this. It's, you know what I'm saying? There's a spirit that's on this film, man, that you're going to be touched when you watch it. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't have this film to work on when my mom passed.
So that was kind of like the thing that kind of kept you going.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I had put all that pain in this project, dog. I would literally sit and work on this film 12 to 16 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
When mom passed.
How long you been working on the film, Rick?
It took about a year and a few months to do it. We could have had it done sooner, but you know what I'm saying? There was some
No, it's perfect timing, man.
Yeah, it is. And we tried to release this film last year in November. It wasn't.
I remember seeing your logo everywhere too around that time.
Yeah, we was gonna release it then, but it wasn't time. It's time now.
Yeah.
And you know the irony in all of this, why I know it's time, is because if you look at the movie industry, what's happening in the movie industry right now?
They on strike. The writers on strike.
With the striking.
The actors on strike. So guess what?
And the creators.
The creators, everybody on strike.
Yeah.
So now they're gonna be forced to listen to stuff that's coming from independents. And guess what? That's gonna push all this to the front. And people need to hear this now. They want to hear this now. You know what I'm saying? That's why one time in November, we tried to put it out in November.
I remember seeing the logo in your shirt.
Yeah. We tried to put it out in November, but at one time. Ancestors said at one time.
Right. And that's really the thing that you have to understand. The divine timing.
I was upset at first, like, damn, we on, and then some say, Rich, just chill. It ain't time yet, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I sat back and I shut up. You know what I'm saying? I took a vacation. That's when I went to Nigeria in November. Because we were supposed to release it in October at the All Black National Convention.
Yeah.
So when it's time, that's why you can't rush certain things, man. You know what I'm saying? When it's time, it's time. You know what I'm saying? And right now, the gates are open, it's time.
And then I also feel like this, man, that it probably would have been good. Let's say if you would have did it before. Did your mom transition this year?
She transitioned in January 2022. So
okay.
Yeah, so she transitioned. We're like, it would have been like 10 months afterward.
Yeah. Yeah. And so how do you think the energy would have been, let's say if you would have completed that before her transition? How you think the film, do you think it still would have had that kind of energy?
No, well, you know what, man? It's like it it's funny because like we started working on this project in September 2021. And
Right.
I had the opportunity to share certain scenes with her and to share certain trailers.
That's what's up. So she saw it. All right. Big up to moms.
Sure.
Tell us about the premiere, brother. When is this?
Yeah. So the premiere is August 17th through the 20th. And we're gonna kick it off, August 17th is Marcus Garvey's birthday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're gonna kick it off with a red, black, and green party. You know what I'm saying, at the New Black Wall Street, man. So, you know what I mean? We want everybody to wear the red, black, and green. You know what I mean? And we also gonna honor some people that night, man, because people dropping out of here so fast that we gotta give them people, the people that really laid the foundation and whose shoulders we standing on, we gotta give them their flowers while they're alive. And so, we're gonna honor some people, man, with the Freedom Fighters Awards. You know what I mean?
Okay. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you some of the people who worked with you on the film and helped you out.
Man, so we got my boy Raheem Shabazz. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the main shooters, main editors. He's one of the producers on the film. Who else we got? We got a host of people, man. Boyce Watkins was the executive producer.
Okay.
We got a couple other people. Jason Noor is a producer. I don't know if y'all know Jason Noor, but Jason Noor was responsible for bringing Funk Jazz Cafe to Atlanta back in the day, man. So I don't know if you remember Funk Jazz Cafe, but that was a real historic experience, you know what I'm saying? Because it had like 5-6 things going on at one time.
Okay, that's the guy with the level floors with all
he had poetry.
Okay.
He was the one that he wouldn't announce the talent. So you wouldn't know who was gonna be there on the main stage, but you knew it was gonna be somebody dope.
Somebody.
You didn't know who it was gonna be until you got there. So he's one of the,
you had to come dressed too.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, we had a whole squad of people, man, working on this that, are really talented and really, no storytelling. Like Les Brown was really behind the scene, giving me that secret sauce as it relates to storytelling. You know what I'm saying? That's one of our greatest storytellers to me that ever lived. How that man used words and told stories. You know what I mean? He definitely is an icon, man. So he's gonna be there on Sunday. But yeah, so on Thursday, that's what we're gonna have. On Friday, we're gonna have the B1 Ball, a cat named Carmichael. It's gonna do a live performance. He's a artist, that had #1 records in London and whatnot. And he's doing some pretty big things right now. And then on Saturday, we're gonna have a premiere. You know what I mean? The B1 premiere will be at 8 o'clock. And then we'll have a panel afterwards. And then on Sunday, we got a seat at the table with Les Brown where we're having giving you the opportunity to have an intimate conversation, with Les Brown. But also during the day on those 4 days. So if you look at during the day on Thursday, we're going to have the Marcus Garvey Day Party, you know what I mean? Where we're going to kick that off with the town hall with Wanique Shabazz and WRFG. And we probably have Queen of Ford too on that panel, man, because, Wanique just had some health challenges, man. So he really want to just, talk to the people about health, man, and really making sure that you got your health intact. And he and Queen of Ford, so when he got sick, he went to the hospital and they tried to put him on all these meds and all this other craziness. But he was like, okay, y'all did the blood test. I'm good. I appreciate y'all, but let me go over here and holler at Queen of Four. So he went and worked with Queen of Four, man, and she got him back right. You know what I mean? So we're gonna
That's
have
why
that.
I need Shabazz from Mimic, from the Mimic.
No, Wanisha Bass from 89.3.
Okay.
Yeah, from the radio station.
Okay.
So we're gonna have that panel on health, and then we're gonna have some conversations with some B1 cast members after that. So that's gonna be like from 12 to 4. We take a break, and then we get ready for the red, black, or green party. And then on Friday, we're gonna have a town hall around business, you know what I'm saying, and economics. Because at the end of the day, we still in America, we still in a capitalistic society. So with that being said, we gotta get our bread right, you know what I mean? So the Atlanta Black Chambers is gonna host a town hall on Friday, centered around economics, you know what I mean? And then within that, we're gonna have some workshops. I think Rizzy is gonna do a workshop. Queen of Four is gonna do a workshop. Who else? Dr. George Frazier is gonna do a workshop. So we're gonna have a lot of cast members that do workshops. Boyce Watkins is also gonna host a workshop on that Saturday morning as well, from 11 to 3. So it's gonna be, a whole weekend of festivities, man. And you know what I'm saying? Just coming together and loving on each other as Black people, man. It's a lot going on in the world right now. And we just need to love on each other, man. Put all the bullshit aside and really just let each other know that we love, even if you got differences, man. You know what I'm saying? Love on people, man. Just tell them, you know what I'm saying? How you doing, my brother? I love you today. You know what I'm saying? People, we need that right now. We need a lot of that right now. We need heavy doses of that. You know what I mean? So,
Got a question
that's
on
what-
marketing the video and marketing. So on marketing, what is the strategies of actually getting it out and making sure the people see it, and how can we help with that?
No doubt. So the way you can help, that's a good question, man. I appreciate that. But the way you can help, man, is really by just sharing that video, that link that Rebel just played. Share that link. You know what I'm saying? Follow us on B1 the movie. Follow us, Rick Mathis, RIC Mathis, on Instagram, on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? And really just sharing the video, man, and and telling people how amazing the project is, man. Because when you watch it, like I said, man, it got a special spirit on it. You know what I'm saying? It's something special about this one. So that's how we can do it. But another thing too, man, we just solidified this today. We're gonna have a B1 cast party at Black Dot over in Lithonia, man, on Friday, August the 11th. You know what I'm saying? I share that flyer with you all as well. But let me see if I put that in the chat. But we're gonna have a cast party, man, where we're gonna show a sneak peek of the film. And
you said the cast party going to be where?
At Black Dot Culture Center in Lithonia. Yeah, so it's gonna be there, man.
Kazembe spot. Salute to Kazembe.
Yeah. So with that, man, we you come to that and you can see exactly what we're doing. You know what I mean? You can test the product before you buy it. You know what I mean? And I know you're gonna definitely like the product. One thing I forgot to say, man, when we ask people that question, what is it gonna take for Black people to get on code and put Black people first? Majority of the people said love. It's gonna take Black love, right?
Yeah.
So with Black love in filmmaking, you gotta show it versus tell it. You know what I'm saying? It's okay.
Right.
It's okay to tell it, but you gotta show it. So I said, now how can I show this? You know what I'm saying? How can I show that Black love, right? So what we did, and this is part of the reason why the film didn't come out in November of 2022. Because we had a couple that met at the All Black National Convention, right? They would do this thing there called speed dating. And a lot of couples, single people come there to try to meet their husband or their wife. So it was this one couple in particular, man. They had been bumping into each other throughout the conference, you know, because they telling the story when we interviewed them. And so old boy kind of shot his shot at a girl. He was like, you know, you going down to the speed dating tonight. Let me know how that work out for you. You know what I'm saying? If it don't work out for you, holla at me. You know what I mean? So of course she went down to speed dating and it was cool, but it didn't really work out. You feel me? So they ended up going on a dinner date the next day. She said they spent at least 3-4 hours at dinner on a dinner date. The long story short, that turns into a proposal. Long story short, that turns into a wedding. You see what I'm saying? So we show that story in the film, and it's a beautiful, beautiful Black love story, man. To hear them talk about, you know what I'm saying, each other and how they fell in love like that. You know what I mean? He was living in Arizona. She was in New York. He flew from Arizona to New York to propose to her. And they captured it on video. So you actually see her in a surprise proposal where she didn't know. You know what I'm saying? They took her out, her girlfriend took her out shopping and went and got her nails done. Meanwhile, they at the house with her mom decorating. He there with the mom and the family decorating the house. So guess what? When she come back to the house and open the door, everybody at the house and they surprise her. You know what I'm saying? They say surprise. But the whole piece, she had already knew it was coming. She dreamed that he surprised her and proposed to her. Had a dream that he came from under the bed with all these gifts. You know what I'm saying? So it's Black love stories like that that we need to hear, man. Because if you're watching media right now, media wants you to give up on Black love. You know what I'm saying? Media got you thinking all this craziness. So we got to show that.
Right.
Have our people see that people falling in love with each other.
It's more sinister than what you just said. You made it sound nice, brother. They're anti-Black love. They're actually against it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's more sinister than what you said, but I feel you.
Mm-hmm. So that was one of the reasons why the film couldn't come out in November, because we was like, man, we got to include that love story in the film. And I'm so glad we waited and put it in there, man, because it adds a special touch to the film for real, bro.
I mean, can we get you got a snippet of the love story in the film?
Well, that's what I was saying. So when we had the cast party, the B1 cast party on August the 11th, some of that is in that 20, it's like a 28-minute clip that we're going to show. The film is about 90, 93 minutes, but you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit in there, man. But like when you see it, you'll be like, damn, that's what's up.
Man, hey,
look,
I want to see it now. Look, you got me want to see it.
If you ain't in love and you don't have your wife or that special someone, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna make you want to go find that person for real. You're gonna want that. Yeah, for real, bro.
Looking forward to it, Rick.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
We'll be there.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I was trying to
be there.
I was trying to put the flyer in the chat. Let me see. Okay, yeah, here we go. Right here. I'm gonna put the flyer in the chat for the
Black Dot event.
Yeah, for the thing at Black Dot. There we go.
So
right.
I'm gonna make it to the Black Dot, but I'm gonna most definitely be there.
Yeah, but just share it, man. If you don't get a chance to make it.
I'm gonna share it, Rick. You already know how I do, bud.
Yeah, and that's a free event too on August the 11th, man. So yeah, so it's gonna be a free event, man. We want people to come out, and it's a cast party and conversation, So we're gonna have conversation with the cast members and show a little bit of the film and get ready for the premiere the next week, the following week. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw the trailer up on the channel. We got permission?
No doubt, man. Share that trailer, man, with everybody, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Man, we gonna I know Boy's been sharing it, but we're gonna turn up the advertising probably, once August get here. You know what I'm saying? We still, marketing and putting everything in place, but You know, we're gonna turn it up heavy in August, man. So, you know, it's gonna be fun, man. I'm looking forward to it, bro.
Hey man, I came in late, but knowing that you in Georgia, I know some other brothers that's doing some stuff with these cameras, and there's a lot of stuff that we could do with these cameras, man. And I
Hey,
know you in these cameras, Brody. So let's not play with them.
hey, look,
Let's go real big.
you know, I always say, man, you know, I live in the world of imagination, man. The camera and video production really allows you to play in that imaginary world. You know, through the power of imagination, man, we can go in there and we can create whatever experience we want to create. You know what I'm saying? That's part of that's part of like the metaverse. You know what I'm saying? The metaverse really tap into that world of imagination, man. So I imagine myself as Rick Mathis, aka the documentary king. You know what I'm saying? That's who I am. That's my fictitious character. So when I imagine myself and put myself into that character, I go in that world and play, man, and just have fun. You know what I'm saying? We pulling stuff, ideas and concepts out of the air. You know what I'm saying? Out of the atmosphere, bro. So
Hey Rick, something just came to my mind. You remember I think about 7 years ago now, when me and my partner, when you came down to the radio station, you interviewed. I remember you had said in that interview, say, man, this internet, this world gonna be the future, man. So we got to get on it now. You said that about 7 years ago, and I just thought about that, man.
Yeah. It is, man. You know what? And truth be told, that's what made me get into filmmaking. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know my story, but I started out writing poetry.
Right.
Back in the day. I used to go to the Yin Yang Cafe, Apache Cafe, you know what I'm saying? The Patty Hut, Jaguars. I used to hear all the poetry spots and hosted some of the poetry spots. You know what I'm saying? The Culture Club, that's old Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? That's back in the 90s Atlanta. You know what I mean?
Right.
And Felipe the Philosopher, the Prophet, and the Poet used to host down there at the Culture Club every Sunday night. You know what I'm saying? And they took over.
Sound like you talking about another film, brother. I'm just saying.
Hey, that might be another film. But I started out doing poetry, right? And then I started managing a lot of the poets because I was going to school for music management at Georgia State. And I managed a lot of the poets that was on Dell Poetry on Broadway. And one poet in particular that I managed, Georgia Me, you know what I'm saying? She went on Dell Poetry on Broadway. They won a Tony Award, a Peabody Award, and an Emmy Award, and then took the show on the road around the world. And literally, you know, we toured Dell Poetry on Broadway, came to Atlanta, you know, a lot of other places. But after that, I was like, well, shit, what's the next thing? So I released a series called Word Poetry on Fire. You know what I'm saying? Well, that was the first episode, or the first DVD, but it was called Word the Poetry DVD series. But Word Poetry on Fire was the first DVD that we released, and we had everybody on there from Big Rule to Professor Griff to CeeLo, The Last Poets, Amiri Baraka, Sonia Sanchez, and then some of the poets that was on HBO Dell Poetry. That's how I got into filmmaking. At that point right there, all I knew is how to pull people together. I didn't know how to shoot, didn't know how to edit, but I knew I had a story to tell, and I knew that once we got on track and started telling this story, it was gonna be out of here. But I saw where the internet was going in. That's when we had AOL, when we used to get online and it sounded like we on the beach and they all then you hear that bing and then you on live. And then, you know what I'm saying, when somebody called, they'll knock you off live.
Yeah, hell
you know what I'm saying? You remember that? Now that's back in the day when the internet first started. But I knew once the bandwidth can withstand video, it was out of here.
Yeah, you said it. You said it about 7 years
Out of here. Yeah.
Hey, so look, real quick. When you shoot that film, Old Atlanta, I just want to be in it.
Oh, Old Atlanta. Now, you know, I just did a documentary on Marvin Arrington Sr., the Atlanta icon that just passed, you know what I'm saying? RIP to Marvin Arrington Sr., but it's a song in there called Old Atlanta with Lil Will and Backbone And it's one more rapping. That's another rapping there, but it's Lil Will and Backbone. If you don't know Lil Will was the one that was singing on a lot of the songs at Outkast. Y'all remember We Looking for Nick? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That was Lil Will. Lil Will was Lil
Yeah,
Will.
I remember that.
It was like Nate Dogg for Atlanta, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Him
Lil
and
Will
what's the
Will.
other cat that said Outkast? He
Sleepy
said,
Brown.
yeah, Sleepy Brown. Him and
Yeah.
Sleepy Brown was the one who used to lace the hooks. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, that's that real. I'm a real
Hey, that's
ATL
old
man.
Atlanta. Shout out to Doug High, baby, the West Side.
Look, man, I'm a real
You know what I'm
ATL
saying?
That's
Black
the
man.
original Atlanta. That's the
Yeah.
original Atlanta. Yeah.
That's,
Real Atlanta.
I'm from Atlanta, so you know what I'm saying? Wasn't born here, but I went to middle school, high school, you know what I'm saying? So I know old Atlanta, APS, you know what I'm saying? The APS school, you know what I'm saying? West Side.
So when I hear you say old Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
That make me think about, like, I'm from California, and Compton was a particular way. It ain't the same way now.
Yeah.
So now that make me want to see what old Atlanta was like, because I reminisce my thing of what I used to love about it. It's not the same now. I want to know what old Atlanta was like. You feel me?
Yeah.
So hell, I would love to see that.
That's
Hey,
what it was like.
Yeah, I know
That was
old
part
Atlanta.
of it, but that wasn't
Hey,
all
the
of it.
Freaknik.
Yeah.
You bring
Yeah,
that
I know
up.
what old Atlanta is like. Shoot, you know, I've been coming down here since 1988.
But
I seen
yeah.
how it changed. No, really, 1986. Because I got a lot of family down here just come just visit. I went to about 3 freak niggas, man. So I seen how Atlanta changed, man.
Yeah. Hey, Atlanta
And guess what? I like the
okay.
old Atlanta better than this Atlanta now. Trust me.
Yeah. And see, really
Yeah.
what old Atlanta is, for real, like when you say Freaknik, that was just, that was satire. You know, that's what a lot of people think about, right? But really Atlanta, man, and this is something I shared in an interview yesterday. I moved from the country to Atlanta. When I was 14, my mom moved us here. So I moved from Valdosta. I was born in Valdosta, right on the top of Florida, right?
Yeah.
So I moved from a place where it was predominantly white, where white folks ran shit. You know what I'm saying? But I always bucked against that white system that they had. It didn't never feel right to me. You know what I'm saying? Why y'all got to be the mayor? Why y'all got to be superintendent? Why y'all got to be fire chief?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't me. So my spirit rebelled, and my mom brought me somewhere else where I felt comfortable. So when I came to Atlanta, went to Doug High, all black high school, we had one Asian girl and one white boy. And Doug probably had 3,000 or 4,000 students. I came to a city that the high school was talking about black excellence.
Right.
The mayor was black, the fire chief was black, the superintendent was black. Everybody was black, and so I fit in. So you know what that did for my self-esteem?
Yeah.
You know what that did for my blackness? It caused me to be proud of my blackness. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I tell black people today. Be proud of your blackness. Ain't nothing greater than your blackness. Trust me when I tell you. You know what I'm saying? So Dr. Hill, the principal of the school of Frederick Douglass High School, when I went there, used to always get on the intercom in the morning and say, we strive for black excellence at Frederick Douglass High School. You know what I'm saying? That's what Frederick Douglass High School is about. And to this day, if you look at the product that Frederick Douglass produced, you see it from the Killer Mike. Killer Mike went to school with me. He was there when I went to school. I know Killer Mike very well. From T.I.
What part of Atlanta is that in?
Huh?
What part of Atlanta is Frederick Douglass?
It's on the west side. It's right, it's right on the west side, H.E. Holmes. You get off on H.E. Holmes, it's right there. If you get off on H.E. Holmes.
On the left.
Yeah, it's right there on the right, On the make that right, get off on 20 at H.E. Holmes, make that right. It's right there on the right, a block from 20, a block north of 20. So it's right there, Adamsville, between Adamsville, Collier Heights, it's right there. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they instilled in us, man. So we had, you know what I'm saying, those people that came from Doug High. You know what I'm saying? Jamal Lewis, who played football. Who else we had? Keisha Lance Bottoms, who's the mayor. Michael Julian Bond. We had a lot of people that came out of Douglas, man, that really, you know what I'm saying? Marvin Arrington Jr., who's a big attorney, who's my attorney right here now in Atlanta. He went to Dub. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people that's doing some dope things came out of Dub. A lot of people. Yeah. So, but that's what the principle instilled, man. And from coming from that, from where I was born in Valdosta to Atlanta, and going to Frederick Douglass High School, bruh, and to know what Frederick Douglass stood for. Every year we used to have a dude that dressed up that looked like Frederick Douglass used to come and tell his story in the assembly. We used to do an assembly in the gym. You know what I'm saying? So most schools ain't doing that.
Nope.
If you went to a high school and it was even named after a black man like Frederick Douglass, they ain't having nobody come to the school so you'll know exactly who Frederick Douglass was. Frederick Douglass learned how to read upside down. So if he ever got caught reading, they'll be like, oh, this dumb nigga don't know how to read. He got the book upside down.
Right.
You
Hey, brother, listening to what you said, and out the day before yesterday, Sunday, I was in the West End, sitting in the parking lot of West End Mall, waiting for two sisters so I could go show them around the West End and find the African Center spots, right? And to see some brothers get in a shootout. I hear 8 shots. I'm looking, I'm watching the brothers run and duck and hide. And I walk over there, somebody at the bus stop get hit. It's like, when are we gonna really get it?
Damn.
You feel me?
Damn, yeah.
And to listen to you give that about old Atlanta to what it became. That's the same way I view Compton. It was love and respect, and it became something.
Yeah, Baldwin Hills, man, that's historic, bro. LLA, that's historic. That's black wealth. You know what I'm saying? Baldwin Hills, Cascade, and Baldwin Hills, that's the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's black wealth, bro.
Teach.
Yeah. So I definitely get it, man. And Baldwin Hills ain't what it was. Cascade ain't what it was. I grew up in Adamsville. We used to go to the Publix on Cascade. When Cascade was when the Publix was built, if you saw a white person in Publix, you're like, damn, a white person? You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But now you go over there,
damn,
white people everywhere.
Yeah, they took over that motherfucker.
Damn.
But he ain't lying.
He ain't lying, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I know Atlanta. I can tell you shit. I can tell you some secrets about Atlanta, baby. You know what I'm saying? Ain't too many places I haven't been in the nooks and crannies of Atlanta, but I know Atlanta. I know the history of it. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Hey, man, you might have to take snippets out of this and put it in old Atlanta, man. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm serious. I'm captivated right now just knowing about the streets of Atlanta, how it came up in our people, our struggle. That's like the sequel to what you talking about and what I seen and just what you was played.
But see, here's the thing about Atlanta, right? Atlanta is special for a few reasons. The number one reason why this area is special is because of Stone Mountain.
Right.
Stone Mountain is the largest exposed crystal granite rock in the world. Key word, crystal, right? If you know about crystals and understand the power of crystals, then you understand Stone Mountain. Stone Mountain used to be called Crystal Mountain.
Oh, yeah?
Used to be called Crystal Mountain. Look it up.
Yeah, didn't know that. Okay.
And they changed it to Stone Mountain, right? So Atlanta is a city that sits on a granite crystal rock in the middle of a forest. If you ever go to Stone Mountain and walk up to the top and you look out on Atlanta, Atlanta is in a forest, bro. You see all the trees.
Yeah.
Ain't too many cities like that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't too many cities. I think the other city that's like that is Philadelphia. And Philadelphia is special too. But that's one of the things that make Atlanta special is because the energy. Atlanta is a vortex. Because the energy and the rock that it sits on, the foundation.
Right.
Atlanta was also one of the first places that Black people felt comfortable or were protected, I should say, after the Civil War to set up and do business, because General Sherman had the army there to protect Black people in doing business. And where they set up was right over by Auburn Avenue. That's what made that area right there so rich with Black people. You know what I'm saying? So when you go back and you look at the history of Atlanta, Atlanta is special because of that, and because this was one of the first places after the Civil War where Black people they felt comfortable enough to set up and felt protected to do business. So that's why you got Atlanta Life Insurance and all of those, you know, there was names and businesses that was on Auburn Avenue, and that's why they called it Sweet Auburn. Because back then we owned everything that we needed. Integration was the worst thing that ever happened to Black people.
Yeah, say that again. Say that again.
When we integrated, we abandoned our businesses, man. We had everything we needed, and our dollars circulated in the community several times.
Yeah.
I came across some information today.
I remember when I first came here, I got introduced to the club Atlanta, the 321, the 559.
Yeah.
Start ball. But I will say this though, in the club, they kicked it together. Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3, Zone 6. You know, and they really balled till they fall, man. And then I started hearing stories of the old Atlanta, like what used to be here and who here.
Mr. V's figure 8. Now go do your homework on that.
Yeah, I know about Mr. V's figure 8.
V's figure 8. Do your homework on that. See, that's old Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Next up.
And the
reason right there on Camilton Road in the SWAT.
The SWAT, yeah.
The reason why I know a little bit, like I've been coming down here since I was a teenager. You know what I mean? Yeah. I got a lot of fame, like damn near every county down here. People don't know this, but I seen how I changed. And actually, I like the old Atlanta better, man.
Yeah, exactly. I do like the old Atlanta. That's how I got my name. Well, one of my street names was D Swats. The guys in Atlanta gave me that name.
Yeah,
they said, man, you like one of them dudes from the Swats. My name was Dion. They said, man, your name D Swats. But yeah, they treated me good, man. They treated me good. Camilton Road, Washington Road. I used to be all up through there, man.
Yeah. Hey, so I was all up through the West End, College Park areas. You know what I mean? I remember the West End, it was totally different. Remember that little coleslaw hot dog stand they used to have over there? You used to have a cup, man. I remember all that.
You going back? That was what?
I'm telling you, man. I don't really talk about it like that, but I know. You know what I'm saying? I know.
Yeah, you going back, bro.
Old Atlanta, the new documentary coming soon.
You already know it. That's
so.
it.
I had a question. Do you know anything about the Atlanta massacre? I just came across that today.
What you talking about with Wayne Williams?
I just
Atlanta child massacre.
Yeah, that's with Wayne Williams back in the 70s.
That happened in the 80s, man. So, you know what I'm saying?
In the hold on, in the 80s?
But look, when that happened, I was in like I think the 2nd or 3rd grade. I was in like 3rd grade when that happened.
Yeah, that happened, man.
I'm 53 now.
That happened early 80s, man. Late, cause when it happened, my mom, I was about 5 years old. I was still in Valdosta. My mom was scared they were gonna start snatching and killing kids down there, man. So I was
about in 3rd grade when that happened. I remember because we used to have to pray, you know what I'm saying? We used to hear because that was big news.
Yeah, that was nationwide.
Nationwide, man. They had man, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, but Wayne Williams didn't kill all them people. Yeah. Somebody killed somebody.
But he definitely did.
Nah.
He didn't do that, man.
No, sir. This is more of a race riot. Atlanta.
What you talking about? The Atlanta race
white
riot?
Folks.
Yeah, the Atlanta race riot. That was before that. Yeah, that was the Atlanta race riot. Was I think that was right after the Civil War. That was right after the Civil War happened.
Yeah.
Like
do you know about where it was in Atlanta? Like the streets? Because I want to go over there, research it, and then videotape it.
I would say it was over by like Auburn Avenue. If I had to guess, I don't know for sure, but I would say it was Auburn Avenue, John Wesley Dobbs area. Because that's where Black people first set up businesses in Atlanta after the Civil War. If you look that up, where Black people first set up businesses after the Civil War, when they gave a few people 40 acres and a mule, but they took it back. You know what I'm saying? That was during that time period. But the race riots came after that though. And it was just like how in Tulsa, when, you know, they saw Black people handling their business, you know what I'm saying, setting up businesses and making money and all of that. And they got jealous. It was the same thing with Tulsa, you know what I'm saying? Tulsa, Oklahoma. Black people, they came back from fighting the war. White folks got mad because Black people had houses on the hill to my man. You know what I'm saying? And I actually have gone to Tulsa and been in some of those houses, man. Those houses were nice because they have at the museum, they have a house in its original state with furniture and everything, appliances, refrigerators and all that, man. So that's what happened with the Atlanta race riots. You know what I'm saying? Same thing happened.
And I learned it in commerce too. After the race riots and the taking of the property back, they started burning the allodial titles to a lot of people in Georgia, because the real title of land is the allodial title. And that's when a lot of Black people really start getting into law, for us like being like street lawyers and learning how to handle things in court. That was real significant.
Is it possible to get allodial titles today?
Nah, unless you gonna let Homeland Security come pick you up.
Damn, you can't legally get an allodial title?
Nah, we have to do from what I learned is trust laws before United States law. And then, you know, since they initiated a lot of things into a place dealing with HJR 19273-10 public law, that's when they took the gold and silver away from the American people. Once they started initiating that, along with titles, they burned a lot of the allodial title. Black people own a lot of land here in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I did research on the Olmec. Olmecs was part of different tribes here in Georgia, which also own land. They own like land, and they took that land. And then where they took it was with the burning of the original title of land. That's why now you have to get like a land trust or Mississippi land trust. Anything with trust, that's how you will hold down your property now. Allodial title, I don't think they'll let you do them no more.
Let me just go ahead and pop your collar real quick. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna just let that knowledge pass.
Yeah, no, that's
banging on everybody with the info. You feel me?
Oh no, you not be on sometimes, man. I try to keep myself together.
Baby.
Yeah, no doubt.
So let's go back to B1 real quick before we got a few minutes left. If you had to tell the people why they should watch this documentary,
what would I tell them? Okay, that's a good question. I mean, really, man, if you look at what's happening, like, what's your name again? Who banging? What is Black? What's the
Black Power banging?
Black Power banging. Like you just said about the experience that you had when you came to West End Mall, right? You know what I'm saying? A place that in Atlanta is known for, you know, some historical events and really the epicenter for Black people, right? And you sitting at the mall waiting on somebody and you experience a shootout, or witness a shootout, you know what I'm saying? That's where we are right now, man, as a Black society. And if you don't realize that that's off code, that something is wrong with that, you know what I'm saying? That's why we need it, because, and I bet 9 times out of 10, the shootout was over something real petty and over something where somebody got jealous of another person. You know what I'm saying? So what I would tell that person as it relates to watching B1 and why you should watch B1 is because it's a curriculum, like I said earlier, C-U-R-E. It's a curriculum to the ills that are plaguing the Black community. Because B1 talks about getting on code when it comes to our health, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to the children, when it comes to our music, which is the theme music for a lot of these shootings and a lot of stuff that's going on in the street. You know what I'm saying? The music that's being played through the airwaves now, that's the theme music, man. If you want to know the state of a people, look at what type of music they listening to. Look at how they see themselves in TV. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I think we just at a critical point in our life, man, and we got to connect with our tribes in order to really survive what's coming down the pipeline. Because at the end of the day, these folks ain't playing fair and they desperate. You know what I'm saying? Because they know their time is up. Their time is up.
Thanks.
It's our time, but we got to step up as leaders,
Right.
our community, and Black men who have the vision and the foresight to see where we need to go. That's what we got to do. So that's what I would say to people that ask, why should I watch B1? It's because it has a lot of the practical solutions that we can readily apply. And it's a real gut check, man. It's a real gut check. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. Curriculum. Curriculum. That's fine.
Yeah, appreciate it.
That's a part of the lexicon now.
Hey, Rick, you gonna be at the Black Man's Lab this upcoming Monday?
Yeah, I'll be there.
I see you Monday, brother, man. I'm gonna politic with you too, man.
No doubt.
Mike Walker, man. Yo, Rick, Brother Mathis, give out all your information to the people.
No
Once
doubt.
again, we're honored to have you come drop so much knowledge. And we definitely gonna promote the film.
Definitely.
Can't wait to watch it. We will be at the premiere. And give the people your information.
No doubt, man. So follow us at B1 The Movie. Visit the website at B1 The Movie. Also, man, we got a soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? It's some dope records and songs that are within the production of B1 The Movie that we put on the soundtrack. And the thing that we did is, and I say this real quick, we wanted to give you that experience of buying a CD like you used to do back in the day.
Right.
Because everything we do can't be totally digital because they can hit a switch right now and they hit the switch, boom, it's gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're creating a CD, you know what I'm saying? And I got a copy around here somewhere. I thought I had one. Where my bag is right here. We got a CD, right? Right there. See that CD?
Yeah.
Here you go. We got a CD that when you open the CD, there's a 12-page booklet. Remember back in the day, we used to buy a CD?
Yeah.
Go through that booklet, man, and see the credits and the pictures. So we want to give you that experience, but also we understand where we are as it relates to technology. So we got a QR code on the back, you know what I'm saying, that you can scan and listen to it, download a free digital download. You know what I'm saying? So we want to give you that experience. So go to B1 The Movie, check that out, and then follow me at Rick Mathis, RIC, Rick without the K, Mathis, MATHIS. Yeah, thank you all, man. This was fun, man. It's always good to, converse with some brothers of like minds, man, that's really working, you know what I'm saying, to better their community, man. So shout out to y'all, bro. Definitely keep up.
We appreciate you, man. Thank you for the work.
And at the end of the day, I conclude with this. Always remember to be proud of your blackness.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Race first. That's what's up.
Race first.
Black Power Banger, you all muted. Give out your info.
Black Power in Cozy Soul on Facebook and in Cozy Soul BPB or Black Power Banging on Instagram. You know what I mean? Let's get it in Black Power Banging on YouTube. Got some YouTubes I'm about to start doing. I'm
Yes,
actually
sir.
going and start looking up these historical sites that's around and start telling the story of them. That's another reason why I asked about the Atlanta race riots. So that could be one of the videos I do.
No doubt.
That's powerful. That's what's up. John, you got it.
Peace, peace. UNIA ACL Division 421, all social media. You can call us 678-631-9404. Race first, B1.
No doubt.
It's on you, Knowledge.
Peace and power, family. Check out my brand, Aesthetics Apparel, ESTTIKS Apparel on Instagram and Facebook. Also check out Vocal Dialect, VOKALDILECT. Man, peace and power. Also, Rick Mathis. I like what you just mentioned too. Like they got a switch, and you can for the people listening, you guys can check out. I think it's Bill Clinton crime bill. There is a switch to cut off the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Yo, Kenwato, before you tell your info, big up who came into the live stream real quick.
Check my phone out. Hold on, brother.
Oh, I could probably see him too.
Yeah, you can see your hat. Check my phone out.
Yo, Lee Clinton, salute to the family. Lee Clinton in the building. Yvette Williams, always in the building. Holistic Wellness Haven.
Quinn got his hope.
And C. Dot Hustle.
C. Dot.
To the family. Rebel with a cause on everything. Reb Reddington IG, but notably Rebel Vision Television. We got Think Champs, we got Rebels Roundtable, we got the Real Sisters Code. Come join, like, share, subscribe, do all that good shit. And we need love. And support the B1. Support the B1. That's the new
B1.
Sit right there, boy. B1.
B1. We usually end the shows on us. So we're gonna say us, but we're gonna end it with the B1 though.
Okay.
Okay. So check it out. And get my info out first, man. Hope y'all don't forget about me, man. Hey, now check it out. You can catch me, check out my apparel line on IG, KNS Apparel. And also you can check out Sun Goddess Sense, Sun Goddess _Sense for all your natural skincare. You know, scented beard bombs. Rick had some scented shea butters. And also sugar scrubs and bath soaps. Sun Goddess _Sense.
Yeah, and D1 DM me too, man. We got some vending opportunities, man, that during the weekend at the New Black Wall Street.
Okay, yeah, man. Okay. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna talk to you about Monday when I see you. But I'll give you a call. I'm gonna give you a call tomorrow, Rick.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
So
I tried to click the link, man. The link didn't work.
Yeah, the link that you sent only had that 1 month of July, but yeah, because we want to get one of them.
Yeah, DM me, man. B1 the movie. I'll make sure you.
All right, I'm gonna give you a call tomorrow, brother. If not, then I'm gonna most definitely see you at the Black Man's Lab Monday, man.
You already know.
Yeah. Yo, thanks for coming through again. Much success to you in the future. We got your back.
No doubt, man. Thanks for having me.
To see the movie. We'll be at the premiere. We're gonna be deep, RBG style.
No doubt, man. Red, black, and green. You feel me?
Rick
Black
Mathis.
August.
Black August all day. That's the new month. All right, yo, we out of here, man. Rebel Vision Television.
All right, no doubt. We talk in a minute, man. Love.
All right, y'all. Us.
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 B1.
B1.